Hey guys, welcome back to Tales from This Side. I'm Grey Wolf, and today we're going to do a build, and then we're going to walk through a second build, because I've been doing some building off camera. Like I said, we want to get this moving. I've also got some help. So I've had help through some of the different things that we've built. I will show you those here in a bit, but I've definitely recorded some footage with that help. So while I clear this out, we're going to have some conversations about different things I want to see in the world. I think we're going to slightly move away from the pirate theme on this island specifically because it's our starter island, and I can't really think of anything good for a pirate as far as using the enchanting setup. As you can see here, we're going across with some spruce to give us our outline for the initial door, and I like using spruce. The spruce is very a very beautiful wood to me. I know that a lot of people love the spruce. We're gonna fill this in a bit, and we're gonna make sure that we get like a slight hillside, so it actually looks like it's been dug into the hill. So we're gonna play with this back and forth, and I'm actually gonna show you a little bit more of how I kind of create things when I'm digging it in or I'm working with it. So I will step back and I will constantly reassess what I think it should look like and what I want to see when I'm doing it. So as you can see here, we have an outline, nothing too fancy. Once we get some more materials like deep slate and a few other things, we will actually improve the mine shaft itself. I'm just going to clean it out a little bit and get us started with going and getting some of those materials. I think that what is most important is that the builds be they have to be good looking to you as the builder. I heard a quote the other day that said, "Do not quit until you are proud of it." And that obviously was referring to anything, but I'm going to use it specifically in building. So sometimes you have to build up to get the scaffolding or the look of it. As you can see, earlier we started the starter house, and then I came back and I wanted to add a little something to the roof. I felt like it was kind of plain, so I did. And then as I continue to go, I will come back once I get new materials and re-look at things. I tend to choose a little darker kind of theme. I like the deeper colors, the deeper feeling from it. Now to kind of mix this up here, we're going to strip this log in front of us. But when it comes to coloration or palettes, I usually just try to do what's local to the area. So for example, we found spruce, we found a few other things here, birch, oak. I think we're gonna do a 2 wide door for this specific portion of the entrance. We're actually gonna do kind of a double door, if you will, except one side's not gonna have a door. That's what I'm thinking, because I like the idea of it being built up, but I also like the idea of it being recessed, so I think we're going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to set this up so that this is the inner door leading into our mine area. With that being said, I think that the mines are a very important part. However, I usually only do entrances, and then I kind of make a larger storage area near the mine, so that while I'm mining I can just come on up and take care of it. I really like how this is coming along. As you can see at the top on the outside, I added in some oak stairs because too much birch is a bad thing. Or too much spruce, oh my goodness, birch. Okay, so too much spruce is a bad thing. And I used some temporary blocks here, but I want to see what this looks like as a whole wall. Let's take a look. I think it's starting to come together, but we really need to clear out those bottom two and put in probably some doors, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Added doors. Now we gotta add to the top. We're gonna add the trapdoors up here, just like in the other one. Oh. 1, 2. We'll break this one out, and then we'll close the doors behind us. There we go. Now, we step back. Oh yeah, that's looking a whole lot better. The dirt here, I think we'll change out into stairs. Maybe we'll push it back one more so that we get just a little bit further away from the door too. That way we can get a good sight of it when we're coming down. That worked out just perfect. Look at that go. Alright. So we're going to clean this up a little bit. I don't want it to look like we're just falling into the door though. Maybe another one. Okay. Yeah, that should give us plenty of room there. So as you can see over there, we built a path, and you can see the barn in the background, which I'll take you on a little tour later. We can do a bit of the barn in the. We'll do a tour for the barn here in a little bit. Ran out of some supplies. Let's go down and make some more stairs. Crossing them all the way, I think this is probably our best bet. We're gonna step this back one more. Okay, that'll give us that nice beautiful opening right there. So it's a good step down. Now we need to add some coarse dirt, which I was able to get my fingers on enough of it to make me satisfied. So we're going to add coarse dirt into some of our pathing. We'll go through, of course, break my shovel. Okay, so we're going to go through and we will add more pathing as we continue going. And we're going to upgrade and fix our pathing. And there goes another shovel. Alright, well, it's getting dark. Let's go down. We'll sleep for the night. We'll add some torches here and here. And see, done sleeping. Night's over. So I'm going to make a shovel, and we're going to finish that path, and hopefully it doesn't break before we finish. So we're going to come across here. I want all this to be path blocked just to tell me, hey, this is going to be path. As I said before, we'll come back through, we'll break up a bit of the path and make it like a nicer path, I guess. I don't know. I think the path block's actually a really nice block. I like how it has the fading from the dark to the light, but we're going to add some more of these coarse dirt inside of it, like that, and I think a couple more, and it'll look alright. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, I kind of like that for now. We've got it running up the side there, so it's made out of spruce and path block. As you can see, we've got a beautiful waterfall, and this way we can still see where the mine is. I don't necessarily like how it's kind of dug in. We're going to add a log here, because then that way it just makes it symmetrical. For some reason my eyes keep being drawn to that, so we're just going to fix it up so that it looks alright. Now we're going to clean up the interior here a little bit, and while we do that, I think once we get really started into cleaning up the interior, we'll start digging down and we'll actually make this into a mining area. I'll go ahead and toss you guys over to the time-lapse, which a lot of people actually seem to like a lot. The music is still being worked on, as you could tell from the last episode. Throne was very airy because of the way that it had to be taken. I think that we can probably find a better way, so please forgive me. We're going to continue moving back and forth to see if I can find a better way to get this done. I think that I just wish that it was a little easier on the PlayStation to get the the music that I want to hear or that I want you guys to hear on the PlayStation itself. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get it done. I mean, I add my Spotify, but Spotify doesn't allow you to add recordings like to another video like this, even though you're paying for the music. So I've got to find some way. I don't want to bootleg it, and that's the big thing, is I don't want to steal. I want to make sure the credit's given where credit's due. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's do the time lapse. Here we go. Guys, hope you enjoyed the time lapse there. As you can see, we added a bit more to here. I think I'm gonna add more to the ceiling. I like the granite on the ceiling. We'll keep adding to this when I get more and more materials. We dug down. We didn't get to bedrock level that I'm aware of, but we did get a good ways down there. So as you can see here, we're adding a couple more pieces. I think a couple chests up here will be alright. Yeah, that looks good. Almost like a shrine. I think that's kind of what I'm looking for here, is maybe a shrine or a shrine building. That way it's kind of hidden it's not hidden, but it is, you know, a nice way to do that. But look at how big this underwater. I ended up digging into that, and it was really nice. I think there's a lot that can be done there, especially with the story that we're kind of rolling with. We've got a lot of the characters already designed out, and I'm super excited about that. I don't intend on changing them, but what we are going to do is work with those characters, and we're going to move forward in the story, but maybe changing or slightly adjusting the story so that it will fit better. So as you see here, we cleared out a really big area to the right there. We're going to go down and we're going to pick up some more tuff is the plan. So obviously I wanted to pick up more tuff. I also want to pick up some deep slate and some other of the materials. I really like them. I think they're great. We did, if you noticed in the time lapse, we did find ourselves a spawner, which is good because they patched the glitch for the Almighty Furnace God. And oh my Lanta, do you see this? Yep, I will take these, thank you very kindly. Now we can get ourselves an enchanting table set up. Any more up here? Sometimes they spawn at like 2 and then you get them like right behind each other like that. I don't think there's any more. That's alright. We found some diamonds. So up here, look at that. Look at that. That's the spawner. So we found this spawner, and I'm kind of showing you in hindsight what we are doing because we found it while we were doing our mining, but my pickaxe broke, so I'm gonna break this with a potato, and that way we can get in and check the loot. I didn't want you guys to miss out on the loot, so we're doing it this way. There we go, we got one spawn, much better than none. There we go. Alright, so got a book, Bane of the Arthropods, but we'll take it, but name tag is more important. Add that there. Leave that. The bread we'll take. And definitely that. Bones. Don't really need arrows if I'm not. I don't have a bow. Okay. So I think this will be alright. What we'll do is we'll head back up and get ourselves ready for that. For looking around and doing a little bit more as far as collecting some of the materials. We can start looking at maybe what we want to use in different builds now that we have access to deep slate and tuff. As you can see all around me, there's a ton of tuff. And we got access to the redstone stuff. I do want to go to the nether very shortly. So that's a pretty hefty goal of mine because I want quartz so that we can start doing some of the redstone builds. And we're gonna I really like being able to not necessarily make the grind go away. You almost fell. Did fall, but almost fell all the way to the bottom. Anyway, I don't necessarily want to take the entirety of the grind away. However, what I would like to do is make it a little bit easier on some of the stuff that's a lot more boring grindy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't mind chopping trees. I'm not going to build like a giant tree machine or anything like that, but like as far as putting away the goods, building an item sorter, that's very important in my opinion. I think that a good item sorter is definitely necessary for the larger quantity stuff. The smaller storage system that we built up at the top is all hand storage, and I don't mind doing that as well, but I prefer to do it for less things, like more precious items. Diamonds are a good example of that. Or if I'm doing build stuff, I like having, you know, my stairs, and they don't necessarily have to all match, but I like having all my stairs and stuff in there. So I like to be able to adjust that so that I know where everything is. But when it comes to getting new materials, the raw sources or what I've mined up, I prefer to do that on on the level that I can just drop a shulker box or a regular, drop it into a chest or a barrel, and then have it just filter through and automatically line up those items. And I think that's definitely what we're going to be doing, because I want tons of deep slate. This room is going to be immaculate when we're done. Alright, we got some of our iron smelted up. We'll probably use that here in a little bit. I have a couple plans. So, and you see, this is super time consuming, especially considering that I'm using a controller and not a mouse. I know that I can add a mouse to the PlayStation. I already have a keyboard added. I just have to get a mouse and then add it. But as you can see here, we're coming out, you know, and we've got a lot of new materials, so I'm really excited. We can start really adding into it. I will show you the stuff that's at the top of the hill. We do have something up here. However, I'm gonna kind of cut it from here, because I did promise that other person who had jumped on on Tales from this side to be shown, to help show it. So we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna cut to the tour. And again, here we are with our tour. I wanted you guys to see the full glory of everything that you can. We have our shrine mine. Oh wait, that got real crazy. Okay, so sorry, my brain went to a different place. So shrine mine, here I really like how it turned out. I think it looks good. I don't think we have a particular reason for the shrine itself, so we're gonna definitely have to build some lore around that. As you can see, we didn't quite finish up all of the top there, but I did want to show you a bit around. It's obviously not a finish, it's a work in progress. We will definitely be building more into it. We've got our double door back there, and here we've got plenty of space for storage. I think this is where I'm going to add the auto sorter for the storage. It's got big enough room for everything. We're gonna, as you can see here, we went down a full flight, and here on this level I had to add in with what blocks I had because of this. So this here, as you can see, is a huge aquifer, and it looks amazing, and I do not want to drain it. I actually want to add it like the sewer systems of the city from above. Or maybe not the sewer systems, but you know, maybe they're accidentally seeping into it or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That lore is going to come along, I promise. But as we continue down here, you can see that we've cleared out some of this area. I've pushed it back. I left the emerald up there. I think that that's amazing. Hi, little guy. So the little jellies, I think they're super cool. I like the fact that they can't hurt you and they just kind of bounce into you. So as you can see here, we've kind of got a room down here that is just ultimately a circular room. It does lead down to the spawner that we found earlier, and I think that's cool, but I don't think I want to do it with just a water shaft like this. Maybe we can do something to make it easier for us to go up and down. I think that the best way to do that though is definitely to maybe get a bubble column, at least one, so that we can get up faster. I know that we could add ladders or whatever, but that just doesn't seem fast enough, especially if I'm going up and down it so much. So down here we have like little areas where they just kind of come to an end. There's some more tuff. I love the way the tuff looks, especially when it gets into those bigger groups like that. I think it also makes a great path block. And there's a ton of it around here. So we're gonna hop over. So down here there's this spot. I'm not gonna go down here. You know what, guys? We'll come back to this here in a little bit. No, we're not going down there. All right, so we're gonna go back, and the spawner is actually to the right up there, and there's a death trap above it, but I think we can honestly make something out of this. And of course, you know, there's plenty of room here. We can do pretty much anything we want. Zombies aren't the best for their for their experience, but they are an experience farm, and we can get things to trade with villagers from them, like the rotten flesh. So we're gonna go back up, and then I'll show you the barn. I know that you guys kind of want to see the barn. That was a build that I had built, and the reason we did that one off camera, I tried to record it, and then half of it got recorded, the other half didn't. So I just figured we would just add it in as a tour at the end of this one, and we would just do our mine shrine for the build on this one, because I promised one build per episode, even if it's not a very big one. I did promise a build, and so we did our mine shrine. As you see here, you hear him. There was some silverfish. There were some silverfish that were down there, and they got caught between, I think, diorite and granite, and then I covered it over with the deep slate stairs. So as you see here, we got the path coming up, and I added a little bit in here. I need to get some more bushes. I'm out of leaves, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm almost completely out of leaves, yeah. And you can see here, I added the kind of castle crenellation at the top. I thought that would be a nice touch. Just something to change it up a little bit so that it's not flat at the top. We got ourselves a llama. He only has 3 spaces in his box. He's kind of a lame llama, but we love him. Maybe we should name him. As you see here, I'm getting ready for an enchanting table now that we have our diamonds. We got sheep. Up here is a... we've got the opening here so that you can see through, but up here is just a baby loft, a very small loft, you know, inside of a barn. I haven't really put anything up here. Maybe I'll put some hay bales or something up there, just small things. Maybe we'll bury a barrel in there and make it part of the lore. But as you can see here, we've got bushes going all the way around. We got path block leading up to it. We've got a center opening, and I added some of the bushes in the back here. I think that if we clear this out, we can put in a bridge right there. Right there. I think that'd be a good spot for a bridge. Then we'll come all the way around. Maybe we'll do the bridge in the next episode. That way we can start reaching the different things we want to reach. I did add berry bushes here, more for aesthetics than anything, but they do help if you're like starving and have no food. Up there, I want to add in my enchanting stuff up there, and I'm going to tether it in some way to the cliffside. Right there is where I want to add it, on that island there. But that comes to the end of our tour. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Remember, love me, hate me, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Talk to you next time, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.